Another highly requested round of phone battles featuring the best of LG and the best of OnePlus. So we have the LG 6 on the left and the OnePlus 5 on the right. Now guys, the LG 6 is a few months old, so it does not have the best internal specs. Still great specs. It has a Snapdragon 821 and 4GB of RAM. However, on the OnePlus 6, you do have the latest Snapdragon 835 and either 6 or 8GB of RAM. And I do have the 8GB model. Now guys, that said, the G6 does have a lot of advantages I'll discuss throughout the video. But just internally, in terms of speed tests, I do expect the OnePlus to win. Everything closed on both. So, BBC News first. And advantage here for OnePlus. iFunny. Slight advantage for OnePlus. YouTube. Again, slight advantage for OnePlus. Calculator. And clock. eBay. Again, guys, very slight advantage for OnePlus. Photos. Now, I'm going to get to those advantages of the LG 6 in a minute. But the main advantage of the OnePlus is just going to be in terms of speed test you see here, and then in terms of gaming. And both phones actually very inexpensive, excellent prices on both. Value for your money on both these phones, really exceptional. Settings. CBS Sports. Very close. Temper on 2. Okay, so again, we have the OnePlus here, but just about a second or two. And final one before we move on to more stuff. Mono Combat 5. So one advantage of the LG is of course the screen, and particularly the screen to body ratio. So we have an 18:9 screen, extremely minimal bezels on that, versus 16:9 on OnePlus, and obviously much larger bezels. And then aside from that, you also have higher resolution on the LG 6. So Quad HD on the LG 6, 1080p on OnePlus. Antutu. Now guys, apparently OnePlus is manipulating the books a little bit here for the scores for Antutu and other benchmarks. So you guys see higher score on OnePlus 183,000, which is the highest on Android, or at least one of the highest. And in Antutu system, it is the highest. And then 158,000 on the LG. So obviously guys, OnePlus would have a higher score because you have the Snapdragon 835 versus 821. However, the difference in score I would not put much stock into. Just because of recent news articles. Alright, Chrome next. Web history created on both. And we're going to go to IGN.com first. Okay, so advantage here for the OnePlus. OnePlus.net next. Slight advantage for the OnePlus. LG. And advantage here for OnePlus. And then last one, IMDb.com. Okay guys, so yeah, advantage here for OnePlus in terms of web browsing. And let's actually go ahead and revisit a couple sites. Alright, let's revisit LG. OnePlus. Revisiting OnePlus. Again, OnePlus. And final one, let's revisit IGN. Okay guys, so web browsing pretty clearly going to the OnePlus here. Now next up we have the camera speed. And let's have an object in focus here. So, sorry guys, not sure if you can hear all that in the background. But let's go ahead and open up the camera apps. Okay, so both these phones actually have dual cameras on the back. 13 megapixels on both on the LG, 16 and 20 on OnePlus. Okay, so OnePlus clearly will faster at pictures. And we'll have actual comparisons later on the channel. Fingerprint scanner speed next. Now guys, I do prefer the fingerprint scanner here on the OnePlus, located right here on the home button. Whereas on the LG right here on the back. Now, not the worst place. I think the worst placement is on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. But still guys, do prefer the placement of the OnePlus. And testing out speed. So you guys, clearly the OnePlus much faster here. Although in daily use, really won't make that much of a difference. But yeah guys, clearly OnePlus does win fingerprint scanner. So in 1 minute or less, let's go over the specs real quick for both phones before the final test. So 18:9 screen, Quad HD, 5.7 inches on the LG versus 16:9 1080p and 5.5 inches on the OnePlus. And obviously guys, much smaller bezels on the LG. Although the OnePlus screen does get brighter. Alright, now front-facing camera on the LG is 5 megapixels, on OnePlus it's 16. USB-C at the bottom, and both phones do have headphone jacks, fortunately. And look at the back, so you have dual cameras on both. So 13 megapixels for both on the LG, one is wide angle, and 20 and 16 on OnePlus, one is used for zoom. And then in terms of designs, you have glass on the LG versus metal on OnePlus. Now guys, really beautiful designs on both. Personally, I do prefer the LG design. As you guys can tell, it is smaller, despite having a larger screen. And here's a better look at that. Although the OnePlus is thinner. Now internally you have either 32 or 64 gigabytes on the LG 6 versus 64 128 on OnePlus. Now the LG 6 does have micro SD card support, OnePlus is not. The LG 6 is waterproof, the OnePlus is not. 3300 capacity battery on both phones. Snapdragon 821 and 4GB of RAM for the LG. Snapdragon 835 in either 6 or 8. I do have the 8GB model for the OnePlus. And then at this point, pretty similar price ranges for both. Actually, the LG may be a little bit cheaper depending on your region. Multitasking last, and this is an area I expect OnePlus to do really well in. I think OnePlus multitasking is the best for any phone on the market. That and HTC 11, I think probably about the same, but very close. But yeah, those two definitely the best. Alright, BBC News. So yeah, refreshing on the, on the LG. iFunny. Again, refreshing here on the LG. Asphalt 8. So yeah, refreshing on the LG. YouTube. And we'll just do one or two more, but you guys get the point by now. Chrome. So that one not refreshing on the LG. Temperanto. This one is. Photos. And final one, guys, is Modern Combat 5. Okay, so yeah, guys, I mean, obviously, in terms of multitasking, no contest at all here. Alright, guys, so pretty clearly it says did go to the OnePlus 5. However, keep in mind a couple of things. So, the two things that OnePlus is known for, I think, are speed and price. Now, in terms of price, both these phones very similar. The LG 6 is actually a little bit cheaper at this point. And then in terms of speed, you know, this is the LG's, this is rather the OnePlus's main advantage is speed over most other phones. So what you saw in this video really plays the strengths of the OnePlus. However, guys, as I mentioned, the LG 6 does have a lot of advantages. So for example, it has waterproofing, it has micro SD card support, better screen, better design. So really, guys, LG 6 does have a lot going for it, despite what you saw in this video. Also, really love the second camera on the LG 6, having that wide angle lens. So still a lot more testing to do. Going to be doing battery life comparisons, camera testing more between these two phones. But yeah, guys, obviously, story of this video is the OnePlus 5. Really did an exceptional job during the test. So if you guys want to see more videos in the future, press the subscribe button in the top left corner. Or you can watch another video right now by clicking in the bottom right. Alright guys, thanks again for watching.